Okay, we find ourselves back in the dump. I am in New Jersey today, and as you can see, I'm on the side of a pretty big dump that was put here about 1949. And the stuff that's here, well, we're going to find out exactly what we're going to find. As you can see, there's an old melted Pepsi. I just picked up a soda. Here's one. And I think it's a Point Pleasant soda. So there's going to be good stuff in here. I just got to find a spot to dig this stuff out. Now, what I'm going to do is dig it up. And when I find something good, I will let you know. So I will not have to worry about, wasting video space. So with no further ado, let's get to this dump. Well, I started a hole here and haven't come up with much yet. This is a 50, so 49, 48. I mean, my first marble was right sitting on the ground. A little swirl. I've also came up with this poor little woman was all busted up. We've got a perfume bottle. Little by little, we're coming up with stuff. I don't know what kind of soda this was, but the mark says it's a 49. So it sort of tells me where I'm at. Milk bottles, soda bottles, that's all I'm expecting. Anything else I come up with will just be gravy, but let's keep going and get back with you when I find something good. Well, this just came out. It's a Lynch from Point Pleasant. Fairly common bottle around here, but it's embossed, so that's good. I could do some scraping and see what I can get while I'm scraping here, because I am hitting bottles now. So let's see. Live dig, folks, live dig. That's another, looks like a kist. Here's something right here. Little salve bottle. Your common common prescription. As I dig in here, you can see that there's another bottle right there. Pull that out and see what it is. Mayonnaise or whatever. But they're in here and they're in good nick, as they say in England. So a lot of broken glass here. There's well, that's a good one. That's a KO. If I find one of them, I'll be happy. I mean, I don't doubt that they're in here. There's a lot of embossed bottles in this, still in this time period. Mostly pyro sodas, but well, I don't see anything right out of hand here. So big hunks of you know what. Some depression. Okay, I'll keep going and see what I come up with. My first milk, it's a 50. It's 50 something. The bottom is 47. And you can see it's pyro. I can't really read what it is, but I'll keep it. It may it may survive. It's down here. There's another bottle right there. Pull that out. See, my fear about this part of the dump is I haven't seen any cork bottles. There's cork top bottles, which indicate to me that this is way after the cork tops, which leads me to see late 40s, early 50s. I'm gonna keep going with this and see what happens. Here's another one of these. A lot of stuff is right on the top. You know, these dumps started as a surface dump, and see, nothing. I'm gonna keep going, see what else I can come up with. I'll let you know. Just pulled out my first Coke and see what it is. There it is, right there. It looks like a 49. It's in good shape. Baltimore, Maryland. These Cokes got around. So there's that one. So far, a Coke and a Lynch. They're down here. I'm not even... Well, it's been a while since I turned you on here. And I'll show you what I've come up with so far. We got a lot of pyro, but they're all bad. This is a swamp. So they're a nice Clico Club, but it looks pretty toasted. This one here, I don't know. It's your standard 7-Up. And it looks like a 47. Coke I showed you, the Coke I showed you, the Lynch. This is the Sheffield, I think. And Fancy Perfume. They're very common. Let me just scrape a little bit here and show you what the situation is. It's a 50s dump, so I don't expect big things out of here. You know, late throws, you know, that kind of thing. And a lot of jars. A lot of jars. You can see I'm baby food jars. There's a big jug right there. Not that that's going to be anything to write home about. Tumblers, and there's a lot of pyro tumblers you see here with flowers. I mean, that was typical of the 50s, late 40s, even 1940s. They loved to put, once pyro got into the mix, people used it a lot, and they didn't depend on the glass itself to advertise. And as you can see, like I told you, the stuff is on the top, looks like in better condition than what's a little tiny. It's not even a cork bottle, just a tiny brown bottle. But my main objective here is to get some odd sodas and a couple of milk, maybe. I know they're in here. I mean, this is the ideal situation. Vinegar, Comet is all get out. They're in every dump in every town in the United States. Those things. Go a little further here. This is getting to be monotonous. Yeah, I'm going to go off and try to find something that has a little bit more to it than this. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff in here. It just isn't old enough for me. I'm not impressed with any of this stuff. It's a bottle, but again, what kind? Nothing. It's really a nothing bottle. Usually these old 50s bottles had something on the bottom, but this one doesn't. It's your generic soda bottle. So there you have it. I'm gonna go off. Next time I might be able to show you something better than what I got here. This isn't anything I'd waste my time on here. See that? That's a salt shaker. Okay, there you go. I'm off to bigger and better things. We'll talk to you later. Well, I'm stumbling around in this massive dump. It goes on for a couple of 100 acres. And the stuff on the surface isn't much, but there's stuff in here. I just came across this. Society Club Beverages, Newark. It's Graham glass, and I don't know what year this would have been. 32 maybe. A lot of worthless stuff here, but I gotta get around to another part that I saw and see if I can get on that side and see if that is any older, because you know there were a couple of dumps out this way. So let me venture on. I mean, you can see just by the surface, this place is inexhaustible. I mean, to find the right words, there's just a freaking lot of bottles here, and I'm working on trying to find the better ones. So let me keep going, and I'll get back to you when I find it. See, there's no deposit, no returns. Okay. Third time's a charm. Let me talk to you later. Well, I'm on another part of the dump. Seems like a little older. So it looks like people had been digging up here, but that's just my opinion. I'm not quite sure. But first out of the hole is 1904 Ball Ideal. And it looks like it's in good shape, and you can get the bale lids for this. So okay, I'm on the board on this side. This other side with 50s, this looks like, I don't know, 1930s maybe, because I know this part of the dump was older. It was a hell of a lot older. I was here years ago, and you know, when you're just digging 1850s, 60s, this stuff didn't mean anything to me. I could care less for it. But now, here, that's a 40s Pepsi here. So it hasn't gotten that older, but let me keep going. If I find something cool, I'll turn you on, okay? Okay. This is worth trying to dig, a live dig, although, man, it is one hell of a place. It's industrialized to beat the band, but there's a lot of stuff in here, so I'd like you to see what's coming up. 1930s, and it's packed. I mean, there's stuff in here, I don't know, I can't even tell you. It's a lot of it is damaged, of course, but you know, there's so much of it, it's jammed. We got a log jam here. The bottles, this one here, I want to get out. That's a pry-off whiskey. I don't know if that was the one I was looking at. But this place, I mean, you need to be desperate to really do this one. I've no better dumps than this, and in better situations. But as you can see, you dig and you just hit masses of amounts of trash. There's areas here that have been dug, I think, and I'm pretty sure people have dug here. I don't know what this is, but I don't know what this is. Jar, the jars are always the ones that you find. And that one, you know what that is, a Clorox or whatever the crap they used back then. A Citro, I don't know what that is. But it's all down in here, and I can't get it out because, hell, man, there's roots, Worcestershire sauce, and I hook up to something, but this is it. This is the story. You can hear the bottles down here. Here's a big one. What's this? Oh, these are the crinkle. These are the crinkle. They have a label, and they're a ammonia bottle. Not collectible. So, but now you see what's down in here, and there's a lot of roots. It's another Prohibition whiskey. Post-Prohibition, this is that has a see, it's not like there's just one every 5 minutes. There's a bottle every second. Granted, they're not worth anything, but once in a while, if there's a milk down here, I got one milk. It's very common, but as you can see, this stuff is packed in here. Just a lot of the common stuff. I'm catching on to something here. Another bottle, I don't know what. Hey, we might come up with something worth filming. You can feel it. And people have dug here, I think. I'm not certain, but and the way the roots are in this place, I don't think people have, because roots don't. You hear that? And it's that. Nothing. Look, there's some kind of pattern on it. There's a pattern. Like, yeah, see that pattern on there? There's something on the bottom. I don't know. I do not know. But I'm gonna do a little here, and then I'm gonna get out. I don't think I have to. I've got a dinner engagement I gotta go to today, and it's always one of those things. That's melted. I'm sorry about this. Another marble. A nice swirl. I'm sorry. My camera work sort of sucks. But when I'm trying to dig in something that's like 100 times the root factor, you can't keep your eye on where you're digging and that bottle's all over in here. There's another one. Let's see if we can get a whole one. I can feel them. It's a whiskey bottle. Yeah, this hasn't been dug at all. It's still pretty much the way it was when old Pappy Johnson dug here. Drew through the stuff here. This was a town that was known to be a health resort back in 120 years ago, and it all changed. Okay, well, that's it. I'm pretty much done here for now. I gotta get out of here, but we'll come back because I'm convinced there's good stuff in here. I just gotta dig it out, that's all. So anyway, signing off with nothing. Bye.